It's Tuesday, 26th of October, 2021, and the madness, the insanity, the delusions continue around the nation, and nowhere worse than this dystopian state of Victoria. Just listen to the words of this maniac.
I hope, and we'll play our part in this, like a month before your 6 months is up, then you will get a message, and your vaccination certificate, the thing that gets you the green tick, you'll be prompted to go and book a time to go and have your booster shot. There may be state clinics in that, or it might be all done through GPs and pharmacy. That hasn't been worked through yet. We're happy to play our part though. So it'll be about the maintenance of your vaccination status.
Now someone has to call Daniel Andrews out. Our Prime Minister won't. He's on full policy of appeasement. The Liberal Party in Victoria is unfortunately so weak and spineless that they won't take Daniel Andrews on. Even the media, our cartoonists now, are frightened to even put a cartoon that criticises this man. He needs to be called out. Daniel Andrews is nothing other than a bully and a thug, an abuser of human rights that is using extortion and blackmail against the people of Victoria. And like all bullies and thugs, the only way to deal with them is the way we did in school, and that is you stand up to them and you call them out, and when they come charging at you, you use the energy that they have and the force that they have to turn it back against them. This man needs to be accounted for the damage that he has done. The idea, not only of vaccine passports, is madness, it is insanity, it is a breach of human rights, it is contrary to all the science and all the evidence. And yet Andrews is not only doing that, turning the state into this biomedical fascist police state that is now Victoria. In 18 months, it's taken from 18 months, from 2 weeks to flatten the curve to a biomedical fascist police state. That is what has happened to Victoria. And now he's admitted that the vaccine passports are not going away. Unless you've had that third jab, your rights, your freedoms, that should be your rights, not the rights of Andrews, something to play with, will be taken away. And even further, we've seen today that this maniac, this maniacal dictator, this psychopath, wants to increase the powers that he has. As where anyone that opposes him and questions his orders can go to jail for 2 years. He's out of control. Now, the Prime Minister of Australia has an obligation to step up and to rein Andrews in. The Prime Minister needs to call to Parliament to bring my no vaccine passport bill to the Parliament to get it voted on. That will stop Andrews and the maniacy, the craziness that we are seeing in Victoria, the abuse of Victorian human rights. It can stop tomorrow if the Prime Minister ends his appeasement of Daniel Andrews and outlaws vaccine passports in this country. It's not only the Victorian people that deserve this. It's the same in Western Australia. It's the same in the Northern Territory. It's the same in South Australia and Queensland, and even still in New South Wales. This division of our society into the vaccinated and unvaccinated, completely unscientific, with no medical legitimacy whatsoever, needs to end. And the Prime Minister can do that tomorrow and bring Daniel Andrews into line. And that should be the Prime Minister's absolute priority.